Simon, ultimately 26 points to 18 win against London in a very stop-start game. How relieved were you to get over the finish line today?
Oh, very. It was a low quality game, I think, for a large part of it. We got away with the 2 points. It'll be some tough viewing, in review and whatnot. But look, it's early in the season. That were 2 teams that are underdone and not where they need to be. And in a few weeks from now, 6-8 weeks, I think both teams will look very different. London they're a tough team. They're tough, industrious, kept banging it forward, and they won in the dying stages of last week, so we knew they were never going to go away. My disappointment probably comes from our inability to put our foot down when we get in front. But prior to that, failure to do what we've practiced. That largely down to ill discipline and poor skill execution. A lot of ball on the ground, a lot of average passes. We just ended up putting ourselves under the pump. But fortunately, London were as bad as us, particularly the first half. We both completed at probably 60% each. So that tells you a tale. Then a couple of tired teams, I think, in the second half. And, we just had enough. And 2 points at the right time to let us all breathe a little bit, I think.
For notoriously slow starters, we've won 2 from 3 in our first 3 games of the season. On to win this on Monday, 3 from 4 hopefully, and it's a good start to 2023, isn't it?
Look, I think it's all good starting slow, but if you're getting the points and starting slow, no one's moaning, are they? But yeah, that's 1 block for us. 2 from 3, we'll take that. And into the next one, Widnes are a good team, a bit like us with a lot of changes and whatnot there. So yeah, tough game coming. That playing over there on the 3Gs, always a test for us, always a tough ask. Just the game changes a little bit. The speed of the game, the kicking game becomes a bit more important and whatnot. But we're not going to look too hard at Widnes. I think we've got a lot of little issues that we need to tidy up.
You mentioned a couple of weeks now that the players have kind of gone against what we've practiced in the last couple of weeks. When it all clicks together, are we going to see some points put on the board and some real commanding wins?
I'd like to think so. I think we had the same sort of story last year, didn't we? I'm not putting it all on them. I think they've played tough in a silly way. In rugby league, the easiest thing to do is go, give me the ball. When you're up against it, you're not having much possession, you're tired, your shape's poor. The easiest thing is to go, give me the ball. And the toughest thing. The smartest thing is to get a bit of shape around you and start playing how you've practiced, because that's how we plan to break a team down, sort of thing. And we just need to wise up to that really and get on that quite a little bit earlier in games. And you saw it in that second half where we started to go through them quite comfortable once we had a bit of shape and movement around us. Unfortunately, more often than not, ended up with a drop ball. But yeah, look, we're a work in progress like everyone else, so we're not going to throw the toys out. It's round 3, another win, so we'll move on.
Bentis made his first appearance of the season. Aribi Doro made his debut for the club with a try. How impressed were you, especially with Doro today?
I thought it was all right, Mike. He took his try well. He came and gives a bit of leg speed, which is what he brings to your team. But look, yeah, Tibbs was all right as well. Rusty, good to get him back in. Skill level not where it needs to be just yet. But I think we're working on stuff. We're working on combos of how to use people, when to use them, substitutions, rotations, starting middle, bench middle. And I probably haven't got it right at times over the last few games as well, but we're working that out. And as we have in recent years, at some point we'll get into that rhythm, and the team will be the team, and they'll have to lose the spots and people have to train well and all that. But I think we're a little while off working it all out yet.
Must be a good thing if we're a while from working it all out and we're still getting wins on the board rather than
it's all right. If you're losing, everyone's all over you. We're winning and we've got the points, not playing great. It'll go under the radar. But we can't do that too often, or we will end up getting turned over. And fortunately, we managed to be a little bit better than London today. If Widnes are, going well, I'm not sure we get the 2 points if we play like that.
A couple of injuries today, especially to Kevin Leroy, and then obviously Fairbank and Mason were today. First of all, how's Kevin doing? And we'll see Fairbank.
Kev's all right. He's painkillers and all that. He's in a good space at the minute. But yeah, look, you've seen loads of non-contact injuries, haven't you? And normally they're bad. This will be bad enough. It'll be a significant calf injury, but the fear at the start of that was done his Achilles. So a bit of a yin and a yang there. But yeah, Meso shoulder. We'll see how he is this week. And Bobby will definitely be back in contention after he's done his 12 days, 12-day period. So, look, as I said, in answer to another question, I think we'll just focus on us. Have a good look at that Tuesday. It's not all bad. There is a lot of good in there as well, but we just need to tidy up a handful of smaller issues that go a long way towards improving at speed.
On to Widnes next Monday in front of the TV cameras on 4G pitch. We've had a bit of a slow, sluggish pitch today. Do you think it might suit us, the pitch next week, in terms of the pace of play that we do? It'll
definitely suit them. They train on it, play on it more often than everyone else, so it'll suit them. We train on it, so it's not going to be out brand new to us. But yeah, the speed of the game will probably go up a notch, and therefore you need to make sure you have a fair share of possession and a good bit of territory, so you're not stressed quite as badly as we were today on our own line a lot. So yeah, look, it'll be a good game, it'll be a tough game. We'll go into it with a positive attitude. I think it's easy to get down about not playing well and winning. I think we'll definitely look at the bad, but we'll praise the good as well.
And lastly, not to mention the three landmark games for Saltonstall, Tangata and Macomb today. Just a quick word on the achievements of those three guys.
Yeah, it's no mean feat. Starting with the fewest, Zach, not too long ago, he was a Siddle player. Come through university rugby, played at League One, Sheffield. Then he come to us, weren't all playing sailing, went on loan, come back, fought his way in, and I think underneath it all, Zach's he's gone really hard, trained really hard and put a lot of effort in, and really proud to represent Halifax, which goes into all three of them, to be fair. Adze, going to be Salty the next one up. Yeah, Salty's, I'm repeating myself here because I've done a couple of interviews, but the gap between his best and his worst is getting narrower, and he's always put a really big contribution in each game. There'll never be anyone that wants to win more than Salty. And again, another bloke who was really proud and happy to play for Halifax. Then I'd say that he's left us a few times and come back better each time. Yeah, he's been good for us, and there's still plenty in the tank yet. But the good milestones to get. You know, a lot of people play the game. I don't know what the average career game would be. I think I read something today about NRL career being something like 40 games, the average career. You know, so to knock them out in what is a very tough spot, they've all done well.